Hi friends, it's Rabbi Briskin with a thought for Shabbat. On Friday nights at sunset, we begin Shabbat by striking a match and lighting the Shabbat candles. We end Shabbat a day later, when the sun sets, by extinguishing a brightly burning multi-wicked candle into a cup of wine at the end of a ritual called Havdalah. The moment of kindling on Friday and extinguishing on Saturday creates a sacred boundary around Shabbat that makes it wholly separate and distinct from the other days of the week. Creating sacred boundaries remains a core ritual practice in many areas of Jewish life, even as we strive to create inclusive communities where boundaries and barriers are lower. So how do we reconcile this tension between creating boundaries and taking them down? The book of Leviticus, which we begin this week, this Shabbat, is instructive. Contemporary biblical scholar Dr. Robert Alter writes that there is a single verb that focuses the major themes of Leviticus. The verb is divide, or hivdil in Hebrew, which is the root of the word havdalah. This division begins with the first verses of Genesis, when God separated light from darkness and God divided the expanses of the water, and much more. Leviticus takes this theme of divisions and expands upon it. Boundaries around what we eat and don't, the laws of kashrut, are found in Leviticus. Laws of family purity, who we marry and who we don't, are found in Leviticus. The boundaries around what can be brought into the Mishkan, the desert sanctuary, are found in Leviticus. And crossing these boundaries oftentimes lead to sanction or even death. Leviticus teaches that there is a right way to do things and a wrong way. These instructions are very specific and follow the exact words of God. Altering one's path could have devastating results, as we will see in a few weeks when God kills Aaron's sons Nadav and Abihu for bringing what is described as an alien fire, a foreign substance that God did not command, into the inner sanctum of the Mishkan. Today, however, we are not as exacting, and God certainly isn't as punitive. Ancient Jewish practice called for erecting boundaries, and today we try to lower them by making Judaism more inclusive and accessible, by adapting certain rituals and practices to better meet these times in which we live. For example, in the past, a person who was not Jewish was not allowed on the bima, let alone touch a Torah. Today, a bar mitzvah parent who isn't Jewish helps pass Torah from one generation to the next. Traditional Jews light Shabbat candles when the sun sets on Friday afternoon. Liberal Jews often light Shabbat candles when they sit down for Shabbat dinner, even if it is well after sundown. The ritual is the same, the timing is different. I believe that this tension created by some boundaries is resolved through the intention of the participant who works within the framework of Jewish life and practice. Judaism has boundaries and rules, do's and don'ts. However, that does not prevent us from innovating within that framework. I believe that a person who embraces Jewish rites and rituals within a Jewish context has a secure place in our community. It is up to us all to provide the inclusive environment where different expressions of Judaism may be shared and celebrated within a Jewish framework. So friends, may we recognize the good divisions in our tradition that help us maintain our holiness and our closeness to God as we strive to share the beauty of Judaism beyond our walls. Shabbat Shalom.